So the Fed's meeting tomorrow. What are they going to do? They're going to cut rates. So how's that going to affect these things over here? Mortgage rates. Because if you're watching this video, you're most likely looking to buy, maybe you're looking to refinance, and you're trying to figure out what the heck's going to go on with those and the whys behind it. So in today's video, we're going to explain to you what the Fed's going to do and how that might affect your home price. Speaking of price, we got the Case-Shiller index coming out today, and it's going to give us a reflection on what home prices are doing nationally. Let me know what your home prices are doing down below. In my area, it's doing pretty good. In most areas, it looks like it's doing pretty good as well. We haven't seen that crash. A lot of people said it was going to crash in 2022. We had a little bit of a pullback, but from there on, it was up and away. But that's not the only thing that's going to affect home ownership for you. It's also mortgage rates. So we're going to take a deep dive here in a second where mortgage rates are going, where they're heading, because if you're a home buyer or you're a home owner, you're trying to figure out, can these help me make homes a little more affordable? So let's dive into today's topic. So if you're out there looking for mortgage rates, it's confusing. Okay, I get it. Every day I come in here and I show you, here's Mortgage News Daily's rates and everything. But if you're out there really searching, here's what you're going to see. You're going to plug in and you're going to put in your details, and then you're going to get rates like this. Okay, so if you're looking at a 15-year term, you're going to see Mortgage News Daily's giving me a rate at 5.76, and Freddie Mac says my rate's 5.44, and Zillow has it at 5.25. So how can Zillow get a better rate for me than Mortgage News Daily? Well, here's how this works, folks. Okay, so let me dive into this and help you explain, or help me explain to you why there's so many rates out there and what the differences are. Because if you're watching this video, you're mostly trying to figure out what's going on with those and the whys behind it. I knew I'd sneak that in there somehow. So let's get over to mortgage rates. Okay, so that's why you're here. Mortgage rates can be confusing. If you start looking through things, you're going to see all kind of different rates. Why? It's marketing. Okay, so Mortgage News Daily, to get that rate, here's what you need. You need a 780 credit score. You're putting down 25% to buy that new house. That's Mortgage News Daily's rate. So how in the heck does Zillow 0.5% lower? I honestly don't know. And what you should do is learn from this. You need to read the details. Okay, so this is what I get all the time. People are like, Dan, you locked me in at this, and this other rate is this. And I'm like, okay, read the details. And then I'll be back and, oh, yeah, sorry, that's $5,000 in fees. So you really want to find out what rate you qualify for? Well, I got a tool for you. Go over to rateupdate.com. We have a tool we just created. It's called the RateWatch 2.0. What this allows you to do is plug in your mortgage information. I don't sell it. I'll monitor it for you personally. When rates hit a specific rate that you want them to refinance, what's going to happen is I'll give you a call. We'll go through the numbers. So basically grab your mortgage statement, put in the details, and if the rate's 7, put in 6. The rate's 7.25, put in 6.25. Go about 1 point lower, and then what'll happen is I'll reach out to you and we'll go through the numbers. But let's say you're buying. How do you figure these out? Well, the other thing you could do is when you're on our website, schedule a consultation. Because the biggest piece of these things here is the components of this, they're all the same. It's what is your credit score? How much money are you putting down? What kind of property is it? What's the loan amount? There's a whole bunch of different factors. Most of the time with the difference between these, they're fees. Because if you post out, my rate is 6.99, nobody in the world's going to call you. So you put out this thing and then you put in little small print, the details behind it. So that's what I want you guys to understand. Please, there is no one set rate. There's rates all over the board. So now you hopefully have a little more understanding of where mortgage rates are going. The biggest news we have for today is Case-Shiller. It's coming out and they're going to tell us what's going on with home prices nationally. If you look over to the Case-Shiller index, basically it's kind of been up and away other than between 2022, June of 2022 and about January of 2023. There was a little bit of a blip down through there and everybody's like, I called the top, and then all of a sudden it was up and away from there. So let me know what your market's doing down below. My market here in Chicago is doing pretty darn good. So let's get over now and see, okay, the Federal Reserve is going to cut. Now, what are the markets trading off right now? Because every day you see the stock market hitting record highs. Well, it's earnings season. Okay, here's what's happening behind the bell. Earnings are coming in and they're really good. We also had some breaking news from ADP. I know you guys know how I feel about ADP. They just came out with a report because of the government shutdown. They're saying there's 14,000 new jobs being created each week. Well, that's a far cry from that negative 900,000 number that we had recently. So let's recap how things are looking, especially its earnings reports. If you look over my head, most earnings are coming in pretty darn good. We have the S&P 500. The average company in the S&P 500 right now has a profit margin between 12 and 15%. The markets were estimating about 8%, so much higher than expected. So markets are doing pretty good. Consumer, Well, we got the income numbers, and they're up 4.6% nationally. So income is raising higher than inflation. We have the markets rallying. You have interest rates coming down to lowest levels we've saw in a year or so. So the markets in overall in general, they're doing pretty good. Pretty darn good. So don't buck the trend. If you want to learn how to invest, join me today. I have Stock Talk Tuesday every Tuesday where I come in and explain to you guys what the Dow Jones is, how do you invest, how do you invest in bonds. Today we're going to talk about, are you an investor or a trader? You're going to learn a lot about yourself today. So if you want to learn more about this, if you want to see if you qualify for a home, to maybe you're looking to buy that first house, maybe you're looking to refinance, visit me at therateupdate.com. We have a whole bunch of tools here. I'm actually a mortgage loan officer. I'm licensed in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico. And my slogan here is this: one application, one credit pool. We're going to compare your loan to over 30 different lenders. How do we do that? Well, check out the video. I do this live event each Wednesday to kind of basically pull the curtain behind the scenes to show you exactly what we do. We're going to show you how we are able to pull rates from over 30 different lenders and offer those for you. So join us live tomorrow or check out those videos. And but other than that, folks, that is my report for today. So if you're looking at mortgage rates, remember, there's not just one rate. All these are different rates, but please read the fine print, because you can't always judge a book by its cover. So hopefully today you learned or understood now what the heck's going on with those and the whys behind it. So join me today, folks, at 2 o'clock for Stock Talk Tuesday, and then I'll be back at the closing bell to let you know how this mess ends for the day. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.